And, Coach, we come at you from the shores of Lake Erie. EA Sports has the coverage of the NFL from First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. This was the scene a few minutes ago. The dog pound in full roar as their Browns emerge from their tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Buffalo Bills. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Mayfield on play action. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, third down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Go, go.
58 to Mike, 58 to Mike. All right.
Pistol.
Hey, let's get
on third down, Mayfield. He finds Beckham complete. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
Smooth. Point it right.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard.
Point it right.
I can't believe they even let you.
A run with Josh Adams, the Eagles' leading rusher as a rookie last year. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
I'm coming after you.
Mayfield going up top. This is caught. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham with touchdown number 8 on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. On the ground with the rookie Devin Singletary. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. The tackle made by the linebacker, Joe Schobert.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. To throw, it's Allen. And his throw is incomplete. Charles, already trailing by a touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Joe Schobert coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, that allows your blitzers to get there.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, get the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. He'll get the 1st down and more inside the 20. And he's going to get it down to the 14-yard line. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
49. 49's the mic. 49's the mic.
Don't let him breathe. Hey, Charlie. Play that tight deep. Don't let him breathe.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. That one is caught by Hunt. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
At the 16-yard line.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter.
Red alert.
Mike's 49. Mike's 49. You just warm up.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mayfield. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
Had a bit of a lane there, took advantage of it. Give them 7 there on the 1st down carry. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Singletary. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Olivier Vernon brings him down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo 1st down. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. And what they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. It's caught. Smith. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
A gain of 21 yards. And the Bills' first.
As far as tight ends go, this guy's not a speed burner. He's much more of an inline blocking type of a tight end. But how about this last play? Made a nice catch and picked up a first down.
That's what impresses me about him. When he's called upon, usually gets it done. And now a pass dumped off to his running back. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. It's a gain of 5. And that'll bring up second down.
58, come on. Don't get nervous. Watch twist. Kill.
Now a man closing in on 15,000 career rush yards, Frank Gore. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. A much different second drive here, Charles. They go 3 and out the first time. This time they've been able to sustain something downfield.
And that's what often happens. You get the game started. You know, you have to get your footing underneath you. You have to get used to the flow of the game, the speed of the game. And sometimes that first drive is more of a probing drive. It appears they found something here in the second one.
A good red zone run there, 9 yards. And it'll be second and goal. They come out here in the eye. Good yardage on first down. Now can they punch it in on second and goal? They'll look to run with Singletary. And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. Devin Singletary, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Hauschka adds the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Mayfield now already over 100 yards passing in this first quarter. It's 1st and 10.
Hey, high 7.
Mayfield gives this one to Hunt. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And down to the 27-yard line. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
7-7, our score after 1. On to the second from Cleveland. It's the Browns in control of the football, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Alert! Hey, alert!
Hey, 58 is the mic. Go, 58 is the mic.
Hey, Corbin.
Hey, it's just me and you.
From the gun, Mayfield. And he's got the hook up to Landry. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Check 25.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
That's what
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction, and when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
They'll run with Hunt on second down, and he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first. I think you mentioned in the opening drive that these guys needed to establish the run, protect the young QB. I actually wrote that down, believe it or not. So how would you assess things so far?
I'm kind of touched that you actually wrote something like that down. I appreciate that, partner. But I do think they've been able to do that. Maybe not as effectively as they've wanted to, but I think we'll see more of as this game goes along because they want to continue to take care of that young QB.
Check. Fresno, 6'6", bullet high. Check. Real.
They'll try to run with Hunt, and he takes this one in for a Brown score. Kareem Hunt, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, and the Browns have taken the lead. And there you go, nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play, and result, touchdown.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. On first down, they'll start out with Singletary. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. You know, kind of like put up in the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
16 yards there, and the Bills have a first down.
Let's go.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
He completes it to Jones. 12 yards that time, and a Bills first down. Jones last year led the Bills, 652 receiving yards, 7 touchdowns, more than double his production from 2017. Now they're hoping for an even bigger bump this year. They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
On second down, Singletary. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down. They got to get to the 23 here on third.
I'm here all day.
And the throw there going to be incomplete. More problems here on third down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on third down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That's good for 28 yards.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
So they move from 136 over to the other as they come up on first down. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
180! Alert, alert! Alert, alert! Run, run, run. Hurry, hurry! Let's go! Run, run!
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the one.
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He was trying to get his second touchdown already in the first half.
They had that one earlier, was bidding for a second. They come out here in the I. Second and goal from the one.
Up, up.
Get that ball. Check. Check. Check.
Quick zone travel.
Kill, kill. Kill, kill. Shoot.
Pistol, pistol, pistol. I got it.
They'll try to run this one in. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. A crucial penalty there as the hold backs him up for another second and goal.
Hurry, hurry! Point it right, point it right, point it right. Hey, alert, 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 alert! Attack!
A toss play to Hunt. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1 yard line. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. They've gotten it to the 1. Can they get that final yard here on third and goal?
Check hot route. Hot, hot. Out, 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 out. Shit, shit.
Run, run, run.
Shit. Big Ed, big Ed, big Ed. Check.
Kings, Kings, Kings!
Check 13.
Check, hey, alert 33.
Check. Crunch, crunch.
Done.
They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Kareem Hunt with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And it'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
They're on 31-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Singletary to get the drive started. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Now a pass caught by Zay Jones. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one good for 26 and a 1st down. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 41. They'll run on 1st down with Singletary. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. This is intercepted. Picked off by Greedy Williams, the rookie from LSU. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
The Browns drive about to get started. A good balance attack for that last touchdown drive they had. Now it's time to see if they can do that again.
It really becomes a tale of 2 play callers, doesn't it? The offensive guy, he's in sync. Everything's working pretty well. For the defensive
what's going on the defensive side?
That's a tough one because he's prepped all week as well, and he can't get a bead on exactly what they're doing right now.
That's caught inside the 20. A big play that time for Cleveland. 43 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Mike, 49. Point it right, point it right, point it right. 49, check 49.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Mayfield. And he completes it to Hunt. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Kareem Hunt on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead is up to 18 now. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
Y'all play.
On first down, Allen. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall. And a return across midfield into the 46-yard line.
You're trailing. You're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with.
Big stop. Let's go. 58.
Hey, Haywood.
Following the interception, Mayfield. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
After the incomplete pass, here now is second and 10.
Mike, 58 right there. All day.
Mayfield to throw it. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Mayfield now 11 of 15 through the air. Here's first and 10.
Bravo.
58 to Mike, 58. 58 to Mike. Hey, keep it. Hey.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
Intended for Kareem Hunt. Incomplete. It's second down and 10.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, second and 10.
Hey, exit.
58 to Mike. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. 58, right over there. Right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Check pass.
Going to the air again with Mayfield. Escaping the pressure right. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
Brings up third down and 10.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
58 to Mike, 58.
Hey, wahoo.
You might be getting tired of seeing this.
And again, it's Mayfield. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash mark, this a 43-yard attempt. And this one is right through. So we have reached halftime here in Cleveland with the Browns on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is a real, I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. They go play action here on first down. Complete to Jones. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
It's a gain of 20.
A good pick up there of 20 yards. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Allen hit. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And a return across midfield into the 46-yard line.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
Hey, alert, 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 alert! 49's the mic, watch 49.
They'll run on first down. It's Hunt. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Pistol. Pick me up. Here we go. Switch it. Come on, switch it.
On first down, they go right back to Hunt. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop him.
Watch the run.
Tight dog. Real. 49's the mic. Hurry!
49's the mic.
On second down now, it's Hunt. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
Now after the run by Hunt, here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
To the right side, and he's got Landry complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Jarvis Landry, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. This will be taken about the 12. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
You always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Allen, and he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. Second down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field.
They'll try and run for this with Singletary. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. So the Bills send the punter out as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And whistle blown, a timeout here is taken, and it's taken by the kicking team. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. The Bills send the punter out as he'll kick it away for the second time. And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And last time out, another touchdown. And I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the fourth quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport.
That's
the roads
true.
will be fairly clear
by
the time we have to
positive.
leave the booth. Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They run again with Hunt. Brought down around the 16 or 17. Had a nice move but couldn't free much space. Star Latulele in on the tackle.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
3rd and short yardage. Mayfield. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. Move the chains. A gain of 7 on 3rd down.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
Well, they're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 7 at the 26-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Point it right, point it right, point it right.
Mike's 49.
Hey, seam 6, seam 6.
Watch the out, watch the out.
They run on 2nd down with Adams.
Let's go, defense.
Tackle made there by Jordan Poyer.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
180.
Your trip is here. Jammer, jammer.
Alert, 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 alert. Up. Hey, zoom.
49.
What's that?
The mic. 49's the mic.
What's that?
On 3rd down, here's Hunt.
It's going to be a long day.
And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
3 down, 3 down.
On 1st down, this is Adams. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Tremaine Edmonds, the Bills' leading tackler as a rookie last year, in on the stop there.
Now 2nd and 6 at the 39-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Come to my work. We want it. Come to my work.
Hey, switch gears, switch gears.
Hey, alert, 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 alert.
Check 24.
Hey, alert 33. What's that?
A give right side now to Hunt. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7.
Watch
It's a sled.
To throw, Mayfield. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll find a man. That's Landry. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 14.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
49's the mic, Mark 49. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
On first down, Hunt. That he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Bills' 15-yard line. And
that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
Here I come again.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming.
Inside the red zone, and that means don't come away from there with anything less than 3 points. But everyone's thinking about 6. They're trying to get to the end zone. They decide to run a toss. Big people up front being mobile and moving, and a running back trying to follow behind them to find yardage, and that's exactly what he did.
49, 49's the mic, 49's the mic.
Check. Kill.
What?
On 3rd down, it's Hunt. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. A 10-yard touchdown run as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
So they are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Safe.
Singletary again. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Now a run with Singletary. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. Allen going to go on 4th down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Myles Garrett, and the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. They'll run on 1st down. It's Adams, and he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. A gain of 3, second down.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Hey, let's get some penetration. Real. Let's get some penetration. Hey, Delta.
49, guys. Mike, 49.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And a short gain here down to the 22. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
180.
On third down, they go with Adams. He's got the first down inside the 10. And finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on third and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10.
First and goal at the 8-yard line.
180. Watch the curl.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
A 6-yard pickup.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
Switch. Real.
On third down, Hunt. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. This is less than an extra point, just a 19-yard attempt. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
Do you think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. He was looking for Devin Singletary there. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
2 right here. All day, baby, all day.
From the gun, it's Allen. And this is going to be incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad.
Let's go.
15-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit.
So now a carry here for their fullback. And this will be a pickup of 4 here, up to their own 20.
And that was a good collision right there. And I know this as a former defender. If you're playing linebacker, you're going through a checklist on every play on who you think's going to get the ball and where you think the ball's going to go. Rarely do you expect the fullback position to get it. And on that play he did. So you've got to steel yourself at that point because the contact is going to be strong.
Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
This team doesn't mind running the ball in any situation, and I thought he was going to get the first down the way the play developed, but the defense closed in and stopped him just about a yard short.
Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50, 1st and 10. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. From midfield, here's Allen. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. This is a draw play. Allen gives to Singletary. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Ball carrier. Tackle made at the 38-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 38-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Caught by Jones. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Jones has it. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now.
And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Hauschka with the extra point as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Set.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And checking the timeouts. They do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 24-yard line.
20. Watch the run. Watch the run.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. But Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them. And
as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Cleveland, the win will move them to 7-2 now on the year. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Bills, it'll be loss number 6 on the season for them. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head down to Miami.